What if the secret to growing the most abundant tomato harvest of your life isn't a fertilizer, isn't a spray, and isn't a complicated watering schedule? What if it's simply about who your tomatoes are planted next to? Imagine stepping into your garden on a warm summer morning, and where you once struggled to keep pests away and plants alive, you now see thick, sprawling tomato vines heavy with fruit, surrounded by a living, breathing protective circle that nature herself designed. Sounds a bit like garden magic, right? But here's the real kicker. Ancient gardeners knew this for thousands of years. Modern plant science is only now catching up. And today, I'm going to give you the 10 companion plants that have been scientifically proven and spiritually revered to make your tomatoes produce like you have never seen before. Now, before we dive in, here's something most gardeners don't realize. Tomatoes are what plant scientists call heavy communicators. Through a network of root chemicals and airborne signals, they're constantly talking to the plants around them. When you choose the right neighbors, those plants talk back, sending pest warnings, sharing nutrients, and attracting the insects that do the pollinating work for you. And before we get to plant number 9, stay with me on this one, because this is the plant most gardeners pull out and throw straight into the compost bin, never realizing it's one of the most powerful soil healers that has ever grown beside a tomato plant. Let's start with the most protective companion in the entire garden kingdom. Plant number 1, Basil, Oxymum basilicum. In Ayurvedic tradition, basil, known as tulsi, is considered the most sacred plant in existence. Ancient Hindu texts described it as a direct portal to divine protection. And for your tomatoes, it provides something remarkably similar. Basil releases volatile compounds, specifically linalool and eugenol, that physically repel thrips, whiteflies, and aphids. These compounds create an invisible aromatic shield around your entire tomato plant. Some studies even suggest that tomatoes grown alongside basil develop deeper, richer flavor profiles. The plants quite literally communicate flavor signals through their shared root space. Plant basil within 18 inches of your tomato stems. One plant for every 2 tomato plants. In feng shui tradition, place it on the south side of your bed to harness fire energy, which aligns with tomatoes' naturally expansive, upward growth nature. Zen note: the basil guards not just the plant, but the intention behind it. Plant number 2. Marigold, Tagetes erecta. The Aztecs called marigold the flower of the dead, not out of morbidity, but because they believed it guided souls between worlds. In your garden, it guides something equally important: the destruction of what is quietly killing your tomatoes underground. Marigold roots secrete a compound called alpha-terthianol, a natural chemical that is lethal to root knot nematodes, the microscopic soil predators that silently destroy tomato root systems before you ever see a symptom above ground. Above the soil, the strong floral scent creates a confusing barrier for whiteflies and aphids. Plant marigolds as a full perimeter ring around your tomato bed. This is your castle wall. French dwarf varieties work best for close companion planting. African tall varieties form your outer guard layer. The two together create layered defense above and below the soil simultaneously. Zen note: what protects the root, protects the whole. Plant number 3. Borage, Borago officinalis. Medieval European healers called borage the herb of gladness, and Celtic warriors reportedly drank borage-infused wine before battle to summon courage. For your tomatoes, it summons something just as powerful: bees. Borage produces continuous star-shaped blue flowers that are irresistible to pollinators. More importantly, it acts as a trap crop for the tomato hornworm, one of the most destructive tomato pests, drawing them away from your tomato plants and toward itself. And as borage leaves decompose, their high calcium content releases directly into the soil around your tomatoes, strengthening cell walls and reducing blossom end rot. Plant borage at the corners of your tomato bed. One plant can serve 4 to 6 tomato plants. Allow it to self-seed freely. It returns each year stronger, deeper-rooted, and more resilient than the year before. Zen note: true courage in a garden means sacrificing one to protect many. Plant number 4, garlic, Allium sativum. If there is one plant that appears in protective rituals across more ancient cultures than any other, Egyptian, Greek, Roman, Chinese, Eastern European, it is garlic. Ancient Egyptians placed garlic bulbs in the tombs of pharaohs to protect them in the next world. In your garden, it protects the living. Garlic produces allicin and sulfur compounds with scientifically documented antifungal activity against early blight and fusarium wilt, two of the most common and devastating tomato diseases. It simultaneously repels spider mites and aphids through its sulfurous volatile emissions, which interfere with the pest's ability to navigate toward your plants. Plant individual garlic cloves 4 inches from your tomato stems, spaced every 12 inches around each plant. One important note: do not plant garlic adjacent to your basil. These two don't coexist harmoniously. Alternate them around the bed so each works its own protective zone. Zen note: the oldest protectors ask for nothing but a little space. Plant number 5. Nasturtium. Tropiolum majus. Nasturtium is the great self-sacrificer of the companion garden. It doesn't just resist pests, it invites them deliberately away from your tomatoes. Plant scientists call this trap cropping, and it is one of the most elegant strategies in all of organic gardening. Aphids are irresistibly drawn to Nasturtium. They cluster on it in preference to almost every other plant in the garden. Meanwhile, your tomatoes remain completely untouched, and because Nasturtium is a nitrogen scavenger that thrives in poor soil, it competes for nothing your tomatoes actually need. Plant nasturtiums as your outermost boundary. Trailing varieties work beautifully carpeting the ground beneath tomato cages, creating both a pest decoy and a living ground cover. Let them sprawl freely. Zen note: the plant that gives itself protects everyone else. Plant number 6. Lavender. Lavandula angustifolia. Lavender has sanctified spaces for over 2,500 years: churches, healing rooms, temples. Its very name comes from the Latin lavar, meaning to wash. In your tomato garden, it washes away the very frequency that pest insects navigate by. Lavender's primary compound, linalool, disrupts the olfactory systems of aphids, whiteflies, and tomato moths. They literally cannot locate your plants through the aromatic interference. At the same time, lavender's flowers attract ladybugs and lacewings, two of the most effective natural predators of garden pests. It is simultaneously a repellent and a recruitment center for your garden's defense army. Plant lavender on the sunny windward side of your tomato bed, so the aromatic compounds drift into the garden rather than away from it. Water sparingly. This is one of the few companion plants that actually thrives on neglect. Zen note: where lavender grows, chaos cannot stay. We are halfway through our 10 sacred companions, and if you are finding this valuable, this is a perfect moment to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you never miss a new video. And I want to remind you, plant number 9 is coming, and I need you to stay with me. Because plant 9 is the one that most gardeners literally pull out of the ground and throw away. They never realize they are discarding one of the most powerful natural fertilizers that has ever grown beside a tomato plant. We are getting there in just a moment. Now let's talk about plant number 7. Plant number 7. Parsley. Petroselinum crispum. Ancient Greeks wore parsley crowns at both celebratory feasts and funeral ceremonies, honoring it as a plant that understood both life and death. In your garden, parsley honors a different cycle, the cycle of pest and predator. Parsley's umbel-shaped flowers, those small white clusters, attract parasitic wasps. These are tiny, non-stinging wasps that lay their eggs inside caterpillars and aphids, eliminating them biologically from the inside. It also provides low ground cover that shelters ground beetles, another formidable natural predator in the tomato garden. Because parsley grows slowly and compactly, it never competes with tomatoes for light. The key: allow your parsley to bolt and flower. That is when its companion planting power fully activates. Plant it in the naturally shaded areas beneath your tomato cages, where light-hungry plants would fail. Zen note: the quiet ones often do the most important work. Plant number 8. Carrots. Daucus carota. This is the underground companion, one that works silently beneath the surface in a way no above-ground plant can replicate. As carrot taproots grow and push through the soil, they create channels, air pockets, around your tomato's root system that dramatically improve drainage and oxygen flow. This is especially powerful in heavy clay soils where tomato roots slowly suffocate. At the same time, carrots' feathery foliage creates living mulch that shades the soil surface, reducing moisture evaporation by up to 30% through the heat of summer. Plant carrot seeds 6 inches from your tomato stems before transplanting. Let the carrots establish their root network first, then the tomatoes grow into the earth the carrots have already prepared. Think of it as the carrots readying the home before the tomatoes move in. Zen note, true partnership happens below the surface where no one can see. Here it is, plant number 9, the one most gardeners pull out and throw straight into the compost bin. Comfrey, Symphytum officinale. Medieval herbalists called Comfrey knitbone, because its healing properties were so extraordinary, they believed it could physically fuse broken bones. And while we now understand the science more precisely, what Russian comfrey does for your tomato garden is equally remarkable. Comfrey's roots reach 6 to 8 feet deep into the earth, far deeper than almost any garden plant you will ever grow. And what those roots are doing, down in the mineral-rich subsoil that your tomatoes can never reach on their own, is pulling up potassium, phosphorus, calcium, and boron, and concentrating every one of those nutrients into its leaves. When you cut those leaves and lay them around the base of your tomatoes as mulch, what gardeners call chop and drop, every one of those minerals releases directly into the root zone. It is a living, self-renewing, slow-release fertilizer. You can chop and drop comfrey 4 to 5 times in a single growing season. Each cutting triggers a new flush of growth and a new wave of mineral release. No purchased fertilizer required. In Celtic healing tradition, comfrey was planted at the edges of sacred healing gardens, because wise healers understood that what grows quietly at the margins often contains the most medicine. Plant one comfrey plant for every 3 tomato plants. Give it space, it spreads deliberately. And from this moment forward, you never pull it out again. Zen note, the most powerful healers are often the ones we almost discarded. Plant number 10, bee balm, Monarda didyma. The Oswego Nation of Native Americans used bee balm in sacred healing ceremonies for centuries. It was one of the first medicinal plants adopted by American colonists, steeped as a tea, used in healing rituals, and grown beside food crops. And it remains one of the most criminally underused companion plants in the modern vegetable garden. Bee balm is a pollinator powerhouse. Its tubular scarlet flowers attract hummingbirds, honeybees, and bumblebees in numbers that will genuinely surprise you the first season you plant it. And increased pollinator activity around your tomatoes translates directly into higher fruit set, more uniform fruit, and larger individual tomatoes. Beyond pollination, its aromatic leaves contain thymol, the same active compound in thyme, which repels spider mites and whiteflies through its volatile emissions. Plant bee balm on the north side of your tomato bed to avoid shading your crops. It grows to 4 feet tall, so position it as a backdrop. It returns reliably every year and spreads gently over time, building a stronger pollinator draw with every season. Zen note, when you invite the right visitors, abundance follows. Now here's where we bring it all together, because these 10 plants don't just work individually. When combined with intention, they create what I call sacred combinations, living ecosystems within your garden that amplify each other's protection. The protection trinity, Marigold, garlic, and Nasturtium, deploy these 3 as your perimeter defense. Marigolds destroy underground nematodes, garlic shields against fungal disease. Nasturtium draws above-ground pests away from your crop. Together your tomatoes are guarded at every layer, simultaneously. The pollinator sanctuary, Borage, Lavender, and bee balm. Plant this trio as a flowering cluster on the sunny side of your bed. These 3 bloom in a continuous succession from June through September, ensuring active pollinator presence every single week of your growing season. The soil healer duo, comfrey and carrots. These 2 work underground in perfect harmony. Carrots open the air channels, comfrey fills them with deep minerals. Together, they build a root environment that no purchased soil amendment can replicate. And there you have it, your complete 10-plant sacred companion system for the most abundant tomato harvest of your life. Which of these companion plants is already growing in your garden right now? I love hearing from you. Leave a comment below and let me know. I read every single one, and if you want the full tomato companion planting cheat sheet, all 10 plants with spacing guides, placement maps, and sacred combinations in one printable layout, the link is waiting for you in the description below. For more ways to create a greener, more spiritually abundant garden, check out these related videos. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already, and hit the bell icon to stay updated. Stay positive and keep blooming.